Who are the 5 Guantanamo detainees released in exchange for Bo Bergdahl? Well, they're top Taliban commanders. The group has tried to free for more than a decade. We've got pictures here, but we have to say this. These are photos obtained by WikiLeaks that match the names released by the Department of Defense. But DOD would neither confirm nor deny their accuracy. All these men held important positions within the Taliban, ranging from interior minister to chief of their army staff.
So these 5 that you're looking at here are due to arrive in Qatar today. Qatari officials are assuring the U.S. that they will not become a terror threat and that they won't even travel out of Qatar for a year. But a lot of people are wondering, how do you assure that?
CNN's Richard Quest joins us live from Doha. Richard, what are the Qataris saying, if anything, about how they will assure that these men will not be reintegrated and become a threat to the U.S. and others?
The authorities are saying absolutely nothing on that crucial question. They will refuse to give any details about the operation, save to say that the mandate to negotiate was agreed by the Emir himself, that it was done on what they described as basic foreign policy principles of humanitarian considerations. And when you push them just that little bit further, they say they were able to act as the linchpin in these negotiations because they enjoyed the confidence of both the Taliban, where the Taliban actually have representatives here in Doha, and the United States, which of course has long-standing military, economic, very deep ties between Qatar and the US. Even so, whichever way you pass their words, Qatar very much at the center of what has been one of the most delicate and difficult negotiations.
Well, let's talk about Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel, because we understand that he is on his way to Qatar as well. And I want to listen here to something that he said. He said, do you think that this will help negotiation? Well, I'm wondering, I guess. Do we have a sound from him? Okay, let's listen to Defense Secretary here.
Whether that could lead to possible new breakthroughs with the Taliban, I don't know. Hopefully it might.
All right. So, Richard, do you think that this will help in negotiations in any way with the Taliban and the U.S.?
If there is one country that is well positioned to act as a broker, an honest broker, if you like, between the two sides, where it comes to the Taliban, not so in other areas of Middle East policy, where Qatar has already enjoyed the enmity of many of its Gulf partners because of its policies with Syria and in Egypt and the like. But when you talk about the Taliban, then here the Qataris are uniquely positioned to act as this honest broker between the two. For the time being, the new emir, he's only been in office just a year. The regime change was June of last year. So the new emir is keen to curry favour with the United States. There can be little doubt that the actions that they performed in the last few months will certainly go a long way in Washington to put them in a favourable